Hey everyone, I'm Lorenzo.
Your areolas.
Oh yeah, that's what I am.
Who is this strange man hosting to know
Oh
areolas with me?
yeah.
Where is areolas?
Oh my
Who is
bad.
this Lorenzo?
I have a real.
Oh, I'm tits. God dang it, I did it. I did what you did last episode.
Yeehaw, and I'm Areolas.
I'm tits and you're areolas.
And this is Tits and Areolas, Mints and Areolas.
Mince and Lorenzo's.
猫，我是 Toots。
嘿呦，我是 Areolas。
You have force powers. Like, why are you touching this guy? This guy can kick you in the shin. Like, if the guy really wanted to, he could just kick you and stop you. This is really dangerous for you, Darth Vader.
I like Darth Vader. I think he's the best part probably, and then that
Yeah.
general that's there with him is pretty fucking scary too. Like the one that is his right hand man or
Yeah.
whatever. He's pretty fucking scary.
Palpatine or like the general underneath him at the very beginning.
Not Palpatine. Palpatine's that scary ghoul, right? Or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's a scary ghoul. He shows up later.
No, general under him that like. Well, I don't want to spoil later on, but the one that's like kind of saying, "Oh yeah, blow up this planet." Do
Yes,
this,
yeah, that guy. I
Yeah,
know
he's pretty
exactly what you're
scary.
talking about.
He's
He's
pretty badass.
imposing. He's scary, but like he's scared of Darth Vader, and Darth Vader is fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a story relating to Darth Vader. So I went to Disneyland in like 2017, and there was this like Star Wars actor meetup thing, and I met. It wasn't like the actor of Darth Vader, but I met an actor playing Darth Vader, and he was fucking scary. He was like 7 feet tall. I felt scared being next to him, like really. Like I walked there, and he just like walks up, and he's like towering over me, and I'm like, I don't want to be next to you. I feel so scared. So that's a fun Darth Vader experience. Because I have to pay. I have to like stare at the screen because of the subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
And look down at a 2-corner inch of the screen, and that's what I'm getting all my worldview at while watching this movie. You do that with subtitles? Just stare at the subtitles, and then like in between subtitles, I look at the screen.
Yeah, it's a juggling. It's a game of juggling. I know I had this on dubbed. I think I watched it on Tubi. And I like watching them dubbed. I'm just lazy like that. Some of it you still got to read, but the dub wasn't bad. I don't know if people are like, "Oh, the sub's better. You got to read the subs because you're lazy and it's better."
I prefer to read the subs. I just like to read things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big reader. But I don't like to read books. Only subtitles on movies.
I hate when a movie subtitle. My sister will have the subtitles on to a movie that I know the language to, like English, and it bugs me because I have to read it if it's there. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
You don't like reading subtitles that much?
I'll read it if it's there, but if it's there, I have to read it. I can't not look at it. You know, it's like a pair of it's like a pair of boobs on a chick. Like if they're
you
there,
just have to look.
I have to look. I can't not look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Something about the mustache, and I'm like looking at him like he looks at a pizza joint. Like I imagine like doing the dough flips. Phew.
That pencil type mustache is just like
Yeah.
little pencil scratches.
I'm guessing what he did. What's his name again?
Kevin Clash.
And he worked in children's media, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe he made pizza. He brought a bunch of pizzas that he made to a children's party, and he cut a hole in one of the boxes, put his wiener, opened the pizza box up. Wow, his wiener was there with pizza.
That's That
Pizza
sounds.
pie.
I'll say that sounds
Sorry,
painful.
penis
Like
pie.
that sounds like it would burn your penis if got the pizza fresh.
Sure. Entire movie's message and also character motivation of Barbie is destroyed at the end. So,
But
like,
then, and then even thinking though, like, yeah, if someone handed you, oh, make a movie about Barbie, like that's a pretty daunting task too, because
yeah,
Barbie's like anything and everything. So where do you even start? So I think with that property, they did it well,
yeah,
to make a movie out of it, because that's kind of a big deal. Like, oh shit, how do you make a Barbie movie and not fail? And I
yeah. How
mean,
do you
it
make a
succeeded.
Barbie movie that isn't like a child's movie? There's a ton
Yeah.
of Barbie movies, just
Oh
not
yeah.
an adult. It's not
It,
dealing with adult themes, so I get it.
yeah, it did it, and it really succeeded. Like I don't know, it with that Barbie Oppenheimer bullshit, it really fucking blew everything away.
Well, I keep hearing about Barbie Oppenheimer. Is that watching Barbie then watching Oppenheimer?
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
a
so
double
Barbie's
feature.
presumably in the real world at that point, and
I
then
don't.
she gets
Yeah,
nuked.
I don't think it goes like that. Although I think they are
Oh,
making a B movie like that is
like
in
like
production, like a
a
parody.
oh, I thought you meant B movie as the Jerry Seinfeld B movie,
Oh no,
like a sequel. And I was like, wait, they're making a sequel to that? What? Oh, because of all the memes. Oh, sorry, the beams.
I'm surprised they haven't made at least like a made for Netflix type movie or TV
They've
show of
made a
that.
game. They've
Oh
made a.
yeah.
I had that
Oh,
game. It's not that fun. And when the B movie first came out, and I got the B movie game, it was not good. I don't remember playing much of it. I only remember driving in a car as a bee with wings. I really like this part. The first interaction between Barry B. Benson and Vanessa. He's about to play it all smooth. He's getting himself worked up. He's leaning himself against the Rolo candies, and he does a little bit of a lean. He looks at a what are those tuna? What's the tuna B brand?
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna. He looks at a
Mhm.
bumblebee tuna. He leans in that position and he says this beautiful, seductress line that you should use yourself, because this will 100% get chicks if it'll work for a bee.
Mhm.
And here's that line. Do you like jazz? um During the playing of Caravan, which by the way, I have played Caravan in jazz band.
Oh yeah.
This song in jazz band specifically because it's from the this soundtrack, from the Whiplash soundtrack. It was actually my first exposure to Whiplash, was seeing this Caravan from the
Mhm.
Whiplash soundtrack, and I'm like, "What's Whiplash?" And then my jazz teacher is like, "Oh, it's this movie that we're talking about right here and right now." During this review of Tits and
Mhm.
Areolas, you know.
Yeah, the specific one. Like the best looking dude there, or new guy in town, very colorful, I guess. And
Yeah.
and she takes an apple pie, or no, a cherry pie to him, right?
Yeah.
And do you remember this part where he starts just rubbing it all over his fucking chest
That
and
was
face?
weird. I was just thinking, what are you doing? You guys are just enjoying a pie. Aren't you supposed to put them in your mouth? Not
He's
your face? Wouldn't that
barely
ruin your
eating it.
complexion?
He's barely eating it. He's like rubbing like 98% of this pie on his chest and face and then
Yeah,
eating a
he's
little
not
bit of it.
eating it. And it's just like weird sexy scene going on.
Yeah, and then
I'm
he
like,
says he
wow.
utters his line, "I'm gonna sign your pity on the runny kind" to her, and she fucking tackles him through the window. So I'm guessing the phrase kind of means "I'm gonna give you what you deserve" because he uses it against villains too, and
Huh.
to this girl that apparently just needs to be loved and he wants to show her some love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I found that to be nice.
This one is called The Paradox of Choice.
If you have too many choices, you'll stay stuck because you don't know which one to choose. Too many choices
Man,
is bad for humanity.
you hit it on the nail. Exactly. Suggesting that having too many options can be detrimental to our psychological well-being. While choice is generally considered a good thing, too much can lead to decision-making paralysis, increased stress, and dissatisfaction. That even if you do choose something you think you like, you're gonna constantly regret that you thought you made the wrong choice. So yeah.
Yeah, like I experience this every time I go to a restaurant. I'm like, there's too many fucking options here. There's a lot of good things. Which one should I get? And then I get the food. Oh, maybe I should have got the other thing. But like if I got the other thing, I would have thought of maybe I should have got this thing that I got. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm. No, you
I
hit
get
that
it.
one on the button. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a ton of movies where there's a happy ending. I also like movies when there isn't necessarily a happy ending. I like it when everyone dies in the end because it's like, yeah, it's satisfying, you know?
No, I definitely would like that too, but it was surprising, I guess, with this movie with so many twists and turns and how she's just been fucked with the whole entire time that
Yeah.
she actually gets a happy ending. Like it's like, oh, that's nice. Good for her. She deserves it, you know.
Yeah. I think she's like the only character who deserves the happy ending that she got.
Hmm. Hmm.
Everyone else deserves either like a better or a worse ending.
Yeah,
And if they all
words.
died,
Mhm.
um make it so their deaths are more evil, more torturous. Make sure they feel everything before dying, because that would be fun.
So this
Uh,
woman here, I don't know if you've ever seen her. She was on My Strange
she
Addiction.
swallows food.
She swallows that box right there is the remains of her husband, his ashes,
What?
and she dips her wet finger in there and swallows his ashes. Yeah,
What? That's weird.
yeah, that's what she does. That's what she does. Exactly.
Wait,
Like you're dipping into frosting on a cake or something or but yeah,
eats her
she likes
dead husband.
yeah, she's eating her dead husband's
Is
ashes.
that cannibalism technically?
I don't know what that is. It's not good, but then but
No.
then but then also I wonder like cuz your husband's ashes aren't infinite. Like what happens when you're done eating your
Yeah.
whole husband? You know, like they don't
Get
last
another
very long.
husband. Uh, make him into ashes. Eats that some more.
Right in front of the camera and she starts teasing on his nutsack and
Yeah.
then he actually pulls out his dick and
I
she
was not
starts
expecting
sucking
this.
it.
I
Oh,
was
you
not
weren't?
expecting to see a penis. I was like, are they going to go all HBO? I mean, they don't even have penis sucking in HBO.
No, this is porn, borderline porn, I
This
feel
is
like.
pornography.
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of the controversy is in this film
Oh no,
is
this is my favorite
this
part of the film. Everything else about this film is controversial except for the dick sucking part. So that's actually my take.
and you know what they called it in the media when they were criticizing this? They called it graphic unsimulated fellatio.
Unsimulated? What does that mean?
That means it's real. It's not a simulation. Like it's not like you know when they have fake sex.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay,
what's
this would
fake about sex?
well, you know in movies they have like
Oh, they don't
it's
they don't
simulated
insert.
sex.
They
Yeah,
don't
there's no
insert the penis.
mhm
Okay.
mhm.
He just
This
has a
was
penis.
yeah, this was unsimulated fellatio.
I thought, okay, you want to know my genuine reaction
What was your
while
reaction
watching
to
this?
this?
So, right before this scene, I was just like, man, I'm I just feel like dang, I'm in a hard spot cuz I get it artistically, but I also not a big fan of it, just personal opinion. And then this scene happens. They're making out. I'm like, okay, they're making out. It's getting hot, steamy. This is right pacing, by the way. I
Mhm.
think Vincent Gallo should do pornography instead of films. He should do pornography. So the pacing is just good. It's just good enough where I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. And then she like goes down to his wiener, and the wiener is like hard. I'm like, oh, that's a hard wiener. Okay. And then she like starts unzipping it. I'm like, oh, is there going to be a penis here? And then there's a penis there. And then I'm like, wow, there's a penis there. That's a hard penis. And then she starts sucking. I'm like, whoa, wow. I'm so glad I watched this movie, man. I had it was well worth the wait.
What do you think this body part is?
That's a kidney.
How do you know that? I would not have guessed it.
I've studied the human anatomy system. I know human anatomy. I'm an artist. Like you can never really tell what his height is in those movies. In this movie, it's like really noticeable how like what height he is. It's interesting.
I looked up. He's 1.7 meters. I don't know why.
Meters.
I don't know why
That's
it gave
like,
me. I don't know why
what
it
is
gave
that?
me the
5'9"?
metric. It says 5'7".
5'7" is 1.7 meters. What is 2 meters? Is
Yeah,
that 6 feet?
I guess. Yeah, I would think so. So how tall are you?
5'7".
Dang, you're tall as fucking Tom Cruise. Shit. And then if you were wearing heels,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Depends on how tall the heels are.
Yeah. But
Exactly.
flat-footed, you're the same height as him. You know, like Jesus.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
that is correct. I am the
Mhm.
same height, therefore I can do all the same stunts that he can. 100%. I'm also
Yeah.
going to run off the side of a building and almost not make it into a window. Mission Impossible 4. That's what that is referencing to.
Walking on water,
Yeah.
and that a lot of people allude to like, oh, that's like
Wait,
him
he's
being like
walking on
Jesus.
water?
He's actually walking on like a low amount of shallow water, but it looks like he's walking on water with the shot.
I
So people say, "Oh, he's like Jesus because Jesus walked on water."
It does not from here personally it does not look like he's walking on water. He looks like he's walking in water. If he was walking on water there wouldn't be any splash.
Yeah,
Like we're you're splashing
that,
so your feet's clearly in the water.
but it's sort of like, yeah, I don't know. That's what a lot of people speculate. But that's where we're going with
I'm
this
just being
game.
nitpicky to them. I'm being mean to them because
It is a
I don't
stretch.
believe their theory at all.
It
And
is a
yeah,
stretch.
it's
But
a
we're gonna
stretch.
talk about yes, stretch. Even her character grew by like at the beginning being a slut with her like pointy ass boobs in those cardigans. Ah, her boobs look nice. Like they were just,
She's got
you
some
could,
great tits.
yeah, you couldn't see anything, but they're like pointy. Like dang,
Yeah, it's like they're present, and
they're
you
like
want them. It's
they're like
that's what she's dressing for. But now she's like dressing in like a cardigan, kind of like trying
uh-huh.
to hold them away.
But
You
even
know?
then, like in a cardigan, they look like Laura Croft titties, like all triangle.
Yeah,
Like that's kind of hot too. Like like I got to even in that world they don't really notice. But yeah,
it's true.
Those Laura Croft titties, like I like them because you want to like use your imagination and see what's in there.
Yeah, I've watching this movie the entire time. I'm just been like, I want to see her tits. What do her
Oh
tits
yeah,
look like?
oh yeah.
Can I look at her tits? No, there's no pictures of her tits online. Well, that's sad. Dang it. You know?
That was the Scorpion King, and want to play a game with you. That I like to
Wait.
call. Wait,
What
what?
makes him a scorpion king?
Ooh,
What makes him a king of scorpions?
I'm
Is
glad
he
you
too
asked that. It mentions
sharp?
it real quick. So that's the thing. I don't know. I don't remember seeing the Mummy Returns and why he was the Scorpion King, but in this movie, there's a real quick scene that fixes that where the bad dude, whatever his name is, Menem or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he gives one of his bad dudes a arrow with scorpion venom on it, and he goes, make sure you stick him with this and it'll kill him. And so whenever the Rock kills them all pretty easily, right before that dude dies, he stabs the Rock in the leg with this scorpion venom laced arrow. And so the Rock is like, ah, and like it hurts him.
Yeah.
And so he's poisoned now. And that chick uses her witch powers to like heal him, but then suck, I don't know, the aura from his body magically somehow, the poison that would kill him. And she doesn't get sick from it. She almost dies from it, like some sort of alien power. But that's why she says to him, "For you will forever be tied with the scorpion because of that venom that was in you." And
So that
that's the
makes you a
whole.
king.
Well, later on, when he helps them defeat the bad guy, and everyone sees him, they're like, "Thank you, whatever, the Rock, you're our king now." And so now
I'm
he's
the
like,
Scorpion King. Don't get
yeah,
it wrong.
and
I
that's
got
it.
stung by a arrow with scorpion poison once, and I survived. That makes me
Uh-huh.
the king of all scorpions.
That's it. That's all it was. And that black dude at the end is like, you're not just an assassin anymore. You're a king, a scorpion king, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he said, the part of the movie. That's the title.
Yeah.
Uh, that
That's good. Good to know. I'm glad
yeah.
we cleared that up. I always got I used to play with Pokemon cards briefly. Always got the bug Pokemon, the energy cards. It was before I knew what the energy cards did, how to play the Pokemon. It's like, who needs it? Pum. Go away.
Did you actually know how to play the game, the card
At
game?
some point, someone taught me, and then they beat me. So I decided not to remember how to play Pokemon anymore. I
You decided.
brutally beat them. I brutally beat them at Yu-Gi-Oh though, so I know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is that harder to learn than the Pokemon card game?
Um,
Because I've
not
never, I've
really.
never fucked with Yu-Gi-Oh at all. Never.
I mean, I guess it's the same. It's pretty much the same concept. Well, no, it's actually difficult. You know, the Pokemon cards, you got to put the energies down,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can use the moves. Versus Yu-Gi-Oh, if I remember correctly, you put down monsters. It's been a while since I've played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, when I rewatch it, because I've seen this movie quite a few times, just because I think it's great. The part where she has the drill brawl, and she hugs like the other girl, the schoolgirl, and she's like drilling into her chest with her chest, so it's like boobs on boobs, but it's like gore. I don't know. It's just
I thought that was so weird. I was like, could I do this with a chick? I hope not. Oh god, this is
yeah,
terrifying.
it's very. I could see where it was trying to be sexual, but I was just like laughing. Like I couldn't see. I couldn't see it me turning me on, and it's pretty easy for an Asian woman to turn me on.
It could probably turn on more degenerate people, but you know. All right.
Cool. It's me,
Oh yeah.
Mario. I don't know. I don't remember where we at. I'm trying to remember now.